If you want it that way, I'll say goodbye to you. If you want it that way, why, here's good luck to you. I try.
Honey, look over there in that box and see what I found on sale this morning at the South Center. Look at here, hand-turned hems.
How do you know the window size out there?
Oh. Well, they bound to fit something in the whole house. Anyway, there was too good a bargain to pass up. Oh, Benny, I meant to put a special note on there. That's your mom's good charm, and she wants me to be very careful with it.
I'll do it.
You know what I'm gonna do as soon as I get in that new house?
What?
Beanie, I'm gonna rub me a towel to here. And I'm gonna get in it, and I'm gonna sit. And sit, and sit. And the first person who knocks and tells me to get out,
Get shot at sunrise.
you said it, sister. Honey, they ain't gonna read that from no airplane.
I guess I always think things have more emphasis if they're big somehow.
You and your brother seem to have that as a philosophy of life. Lord, that man. Done changed so around here. You know what we did last night? Me and Walter Lee?
What?
We went to the movies. We went to the movies. You know the last time me and Walter Lee went to the movies together?
No.
Me neither. That's how long it's been. But we went. And we held hands.
Oh, Lord.
We held hands, and you know what?
What?
When we come out of the show, it was late and dark and all the things was closed up. And it was kind of chilly and there weren't many people on the streets. And we were still holding hands, me and Walter Lee.
Oh, you're killing me. Talk about old-fashioned Negroes.
What kind of Negroes?
Old-fashioned.
You know when these new Negroes have their convention? That is going to be the Committee of Unending Agitation. Girl, I do believe you're the first person in the entire human race to successfully brainwash yourself. I mean, damn, even the NAACP takes a holiday sometimes. I did you see some chick looking down some poor cat on the operating table, and before she starts to slice him, she says, "By the way, what are your views of civil rights down there?"
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
How do you do, miss? I'm looking for Mrs. Lena Younger.
Yes, that's my mother. Excuse me. Ruth? Brother? Come in, please.
Thank you.
My mother isn't here just now. It's a business.
Yes, well, of a sort.
Well, have a seat. I'm Miss Younger's son, and I look after most of her business matters.
Well, my name is Carl Linder.
Walter Younger. Well, what can we do for you, Mr. Linder?
Well, I'm a representative of the Clybourne Park Improvement Association.
Well, why don't you sit your things on the floor?
Oh, yes, thank you. As I was saying, I'm a representative of the Clybourne Park Improvement Association, and we have had it brought to our attention at the last meeting that you people, or at least your mother, has bought a piece of residential property at 406 Clybourne Street. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Care for something to drink? Ruth, get Mr. Linder a beer.
Oh, no, thank you. I mean, thank you very much, but no thank you.
Some coffee?
Thank you, nothing at all. Well, I don't know how much you folks know about our organization. It is one of these community organizations set up to look after things like, block upkeep and special projects.
Yes, and what do they do?
It is what you might call a sort of welcoming committee. I'm the chairman of the committee. Go around and meet the new neighbors who can move into the neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
And we also have a special category of what the association calls special community problems.
Yes, and what are some of those?
Girl, let the man talk.
Thank you. I would sort of like to explain this thing in my own way.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to get right to the point. I'm sure that we'll appreciate that in the long run.
Would you like another chair?
Oh.
You don't look comfortable.
Oh no, thank you, please. Well, I'm going to get right to the point. I am sure you people must be aware of the certain incidents which have happened in various parts of the city when colored folks have moved into certain areas. Well, because what we're going to have is going to be a unique type of organization in American community life. Not only do we deplore that kind of thing, but we are trying to do something about it. We feel that most of the trouble that exists, when you come right down to it, exists because people just don't sit down and talk to each other.
You can say that again, mister.
That we don't try hard enough to understand the other fellow's problem.
I know that's right.
Yes, that's the way we feel in Clybourne Park. And that's why I would like to come and meet you folks and talk to you. You know, friendly like. The way people should talk to each other and see if we couldn't find some way to work this out. Anybody could see that you are a nice family of folks. Hardworking and honest, I'm sure. Today, people know what it's like to be on the outside of something, and there's always someone who's out there to take advantage of people who don't always understand.
What do you mean?
Well, our community is made up of people who work the dickens to build it up. I don't say we are perfect, but you gotta believe me, that a man, right or wrong, has the right to want the neighborhood he lives in a certain kind of way. But believe me when I say that racial prejudice simply doesn't enter into this. It is a matter of the people of Clybourne Park believing, rightly or wrongly, that for the happiness of our concerned people, that our Negro families are happier if they live in their own communities.
This, friends, is the welcoming committee.
Is this what you came all the way over here to tell us?
Well, now that we've been having a fine conversation, I hope you'll hear me all the way.
Go ahead, man.
Well, in the face of all things I have said, our association is prepared to make you a very generous offer.
Yeah?
Well, the collective efforts of our people can buy your house at a financial gain.
Lord have mercy, ain't this the living God?
All right, you through?
Well, I want to give you the exact terms for the finance.
No, we don't want to hear no exact terms of no arrangements. I just want to know if you got any more to say about how people have to sit down and talk to each other.
Well, I don't suppose that you feel...
Never mind how I feel. Get out of my house, man.
Well, I don't suppose why you're reacting this way. What do you think you're going to gain by moving into a neighborhood where you just aren't wanted, and in some elements, people could get awfully worked up when they feel their whole way of life is threatened?
Get out.
Oh, I'm sorry it went like this.
Get out.
You just can't force people to change their hearts, son.